Hey there, everyone. It's me, Mr. Meatball, here to play a lovely little game called Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Demeech, why don't you start that thing up?
Are you the magic meatball from iCarly?
I'm anything you want me to be.
Oh no. Alright. What was that? Mr. Meatball. Oh, wow. Good to see ya.
Well, he just left, and now I'm covering for him.
Of course. You can't have T&D and Mr. Meatball in the same room. Or you can't have T&D and Petey. We are doing this live. And we got 24 viewers, 29 viewers, so
Wow.
this is
Hey,
quite
everyone.
the doozy. I heard that
31
Smarty Boy
viewers.
dislikes Scarlet and Violet. What are you talking about? I love Scarlet and Violet. Oh wait, I actually don't because it fits under my definition of unfinished. What is that description?
What's the description?
The wedding scene in Sonic 2 was not the best part. Because T&D and I were talking about the Sonic movie, and then we were talking about the Mario movie runtime, and I was saying, yeah, but the thing is with the Mario movie, compared to the Sonic movie or Sonic 2, the Sonic movie, I don't know if it's spoilers or not, because it had nothing to do with the plot, but it had a scene that was just filler. It made no sense in the context of most of the movie. I'll admit it was funny. It was hilarious, but at the same time, that had nothing to do with Sonic! That had nothing to do with the game! LOL, this
That's
game...
like if we.
it
That's
has
like if we had a live-action Pac-Man movie, and in between we got some chef cooking scenes.
Alright, Pac-Man, so you're gonna be on a cooking show? We are gonna be making cupcakes! Acting now. Yeah, we're good. Okay, everything should be
Okay.
working, but I think that'll set the tone for this game. So, just letting you guys in the chat know that I am almost halfway there in the game. So, there's not really
We're
any
halfway
spoilers. or anything.
there. We're
That's what I was
looking good
referencing.
now.
I can't believe that guy made Ned's Declassified, Johnny Test, and Big Time Rush. All very different shows. But we're going to be playing a little bit of Pokemon Scarlet today, and by we, I mean myself and Doug Fuggle, who is a friend of mine, but he is not part of the stream.
Hey, did someone say Petey?
No, they didn't. But we're going to be playing some
Hey,
Pokemon
everybody!
Scarlet and be talking about it.
Did anyone miss me?
No, they didn't.
Let's see who missed me. It's me, Petey! Yeah! We're gonna play one of my favorite games of the year, game of the year for me, personally. I mean, you just gotta look past the glaring technical bugs, and really they're not that glaring. You really just gotta look past them.
Petey, weren't you the one who said something along the lines of, if you care about the frame rate, you're just obsessed with graphics? You're probably right.
Oh, look at all my fans! Oh, I miss you, Petey! Oh, thank you! Has Petey heard of Ligma? What's Ligma?
It means Petey is causing the stream to lag. But yet again, the game's probably going to lag, so it's okay. Alright, here we go, guys. There's no turning back. We're going to be playing some Pokemon Scarlet, and you will see what starter I chose, as well as everything about the game, my initial thoughts on it, because this is a very conflicting game, and Petey is actually spitting with that one. He's talking about the frame rate and stuff. Yeah, Petey is right. If you don't care about the frame rate, they should make the next Pokemon game 0 frames a second, because...
I mean, really, what's wrong with it? If it's running at some sort of frames per second, it's fine. It's fully functional. I'd play a game at 8 frames per second. I mean, we gotta train our eyes somehow.
You gotta train your brain. And this ain't how to do it. Get your DS if you have one and play some Brain Age 2. But, alright. This is a very conflicting game because with Sword and Shield, those are stupid games. And I want to ask you guys, I think this would be a good time to ask. I was thinking of doing a Demeech's Fury on it and I planned it, but then I realized, what could I bring to the conversation that hasn't already been said? when this game specifically is far more interesting in terms of what it does right and what it does wrong. Because with Sword and Shield, that game was a lost cause. Let's see what we got. We got Galar, which is a region. I thought Alola was way cooler. You have characters that are uninteresting, a storyline, Wishing Tree, whatever the hell Bede was looking for, I don't care. And, just wasn't that interesting. But this game is incredibly interesting to talk about for many reasons. And I feel like I would probably be better off combining my problems with Gen 8 into a full-on episode about Scarlet and Violet, because I guarantee you the Scarlet and Violet one will be much more entertaining. But I will include the Sword and Shield stuff.
Anyways, enough from him. Who'd like to see me review Sword and Shield myself? Well, actually, Scarlet and Violet. Whoops, my bad.
No one would like to see that.
I'm back.
Nick 2
Hi, Demeech. How's your Thanksgiving? Says Shy Studio.
Oh, thank God Petey's not here. My Thanksgiving was perfect. My sister brought up leg strap day, and I didn't know how to bring that up to my family, but it was great.
Wow, she actually did?
Yeah. Fun holiday. 2 holidays in one. So, right off from the start, you look in the background.
I'm sorry. Holden Dempsey says episode 3 of The Really Loud House features Lincoln Loud wearing a diaper.
Hey, Gold Connor, how are you? I don't even know. What does that have to do with anything? Yet again, are you the guy who keeps on asking me about Chris Griffin and Warped Card? Chris Griffin, are you in Warped Card? So, right off the bat, talking about this game, are you looking in the background, T&D? I want you to...
let me change my quality, my picture quality.
It doesn't matter.
For some reason it's in 480p. Okay. Holy cow, that guy's walking in 2 frames per second.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even an exaggeration. Digital Foundry did a video where he was going over the game, and it turns out that there are sections in the game that are 2 frames a second. The windmill's a really good example.
Cow.
And this is what Nintendo just released. It's unbelievable how Nintendo thought it was okay to release this. And I know people are saying things along the lines of, oh, well, it's not Nintendo, it's the Pokemon Company, it's Game Freak, it is Microsoft, it's EA. We could play the blame game all day. Which company is responsible? It's Game Freak. Game Freak, Game Freak, banana, banana. We could play the blame game all we want.
Nick2751 says Smarty Boy Redemption Arc.
It's not unfinished, it's just incomplete. Well, you know what? Regardless, if he stands by his definition and says unfinished is along the lines of Cyberpunk or Sonic 06, I think that, if he's willing to stand by the definition, I gotta give him credit. He's dedicated for that. But just came back from watching the 3rd SpongeBob movie for the first time. So much filler. T&D and I actually did a discussion about that in 2020. I think you should check that out if you're interested.
Movie.
Yeah, it was a horrible movie with horrible pacing. Nintendo now super rushed. Hey Demeech, it's true that gyms don't even scale. Yeah, you really can't go into gyms in any order. In fact, with this area specifically...
I have a question. What the heck is this Pokemon?
Miraidon? Let me see, is this Koraidon or Miraidon?
What design even is this?
He's a bicycle.
My God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend people. It's just like...
Dude, you're
I don't
in a
know.
Demeech
Why does he have legs and then wheels? Wouldn't it just make sense for him to have wheels?
Those are the wheel. Oh, good point. Well, it's like the Flintstones. You know when they're in the Flintstones car and the way they power it is by running? I will say, one positive thing about the game is that it took some inspiration from Conker's Bad Fur Day, which was surprising because this is Pooh Mountain. Actually, there is a section in the game where the mountains... Oh, the tumbleweed's actually a Pokemon.
A what?
a tumbleweed named Bramblin.
It's a bike dragon. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
I always find it kind of funny when it says it's not very effective and it takes out a lot of the HP. You don't have to freaking nitpick everything. Okay, so I gotta be real with you. It's not nitpicking. This is the game. It looks like crap. And it literally does look like crap.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like poopies? And
It does.
also,
I mean, if they can't develop a game that looks next gen, I mean, I don't know. I would even accept like pixel art Pokemon again, but I don't even think that would be high quality.
you know what's... I don't want to deal with this stupid bird. I already dealt with one.
Oh, me?
I'll show you how I feel, Petey. So, I feel like with this kind of live stream, it's very easy for live streams to go haywire and just go insane. So, I think what I'll do is I'll just discuss how I generally feel about the game from positive and negative aspects. Again, these are just first impressions, so this is probably going to be finalized within the next week or so. Because I will be getting the review out, and I'm going to put all my resources into that because I feel like this is a very important game to talk about. Whereas something like, I don't know, other games, like if I were to cover Mario Golf or something like that, it's not as big of a deal as this because for one, this is a current game. And two, it's a conflicting game because there are a lot of good things about it, but there are a lot of bad things about it. So I think that...
Okay, for the first, sorry, but I have to say this, for the person who keeps spamming the same message over and over, that's, we'll get to the comment in time. Just please stop. Let's try not to spam the same comment over and over again, please.
What was the comment?
From Landon, the Toontown Toon Speedrun channel. I used to own Pokemon Shield. My life sucked. I got for Christmas in 2019. I actually wanted it thinking it was going to be awesome. It was brand new. My mom had to pay $60 for it.
I'm sorry to hear that, but... I mean, if you got a physical copy, what you can do is sell it. Okay, I wasn't talking about you criticizing the performance. You were literally nitpicking the Pokemon designs. It's not nitpicking, it's criticism. And it wasn't really me so much. That was T&D. So
I think it was more me. I'm not really nitpicking. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'm sorry if I offended you. I mean, to me, it's just
my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you think it's cool, dude, that's great. All the power to you. I don't really understand the design behind it, but that's just me. And if you like it, good for you, dude. We don't need to be getting at each other's throats.
That looks like a shiny, or is it? I think it is. Hold on. Oh, come on. I'm gonna throw a Pokédoll at it. But...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to let the haters get to me. I'm just clarifying my stance. I don't know. It just doesn't really suit my thing. Okay, gotcha, man. My bad. No problem, dude.
Here's the thing. When I criticize a game, or when T&D does, we don't criticize, or at least from my stance, I don't criticize a game like this because I don't like Pokemon. I criticize it because I care, and I really see a lot of good things with the game. I'm trying to see, how did I sneak up on that Pokemon right there? Is that a shiny?
Dude, who is this guy in the room? Is he talking about me?
Some guy who clearly doesn't like Nintendo. Okay.
Oh, Gold Connor's here. Dude, I loved your Pac-Man World review. Game Freak needs to go back to a more linear design because ever since they went for consoles, they think they must do open world when they're a studio who worked on portable games for decades. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I think the problem is that...
That's not shiny.
I mean, I don't know what the size of the Pokemon development team is, but I'm sure it's not as big as it should be.
Alright, Gator, can you slow down with the questions? We'll get to it when we can. Alright, I think that Nick275 might be right. So let's see. So, going on from what I like about the game, I really like the general idea of it being open world, because as you can see, having an open world to explore like this is actually a really good idea in the sense of Pokemon. They did that with Legends Arceus, although it wasn't completely open world. And to be fair, it's kind of hard to find a game that is completely open world, but you get the idea.
I did want to ask you a question though, because like you were telling me Frontiers looks pretty empty, but I'm actually seeing the same thing here, kind of. What makes it? What's making this game engaging?
I would say what keeps it engaging is just finding different Pokemon. There are empty areas, but there are a lot of Pokemon in the game, which I was surprised about. I feel like there's a really good amount of them from all different kinds of generations, and the new Pokemon, for the most part, look really good. I feel like with Gen 8, there had some good designs, but they just were... they were alright. But these are actually really good. There are some really cool designs.
I like the duck guy, the duck starter, whatever his name is.
I think all the starters... There's talk about the evolutions and stuff being kind of questionable for some of the starters, but I think that they did a really good job with the starters this time around. I think that with most starters, they do a pretty good job. So, credit where credit is due. I think the designs are excellent for the Pokemon overall. But...
Yeah. Double L says, I played up to the second island in Frontiers, and so far I found it decent. Not amazing, but not bad either. Haven't noticed any pop-up either. I feel the same way. I think it's just a little bit above mediocre. There's some fun to be had, but I noticed the popping quite a lot.
And that is definitely one of the biggest problems with this game. There's definitely popping, and that just overall goes into the presentation. But another positive aspect about the game... Not only are the Pokemon designs good, but the character designs are really good too. I feel like with the characters specifically, they did a good job making the character designs and such. And speaking of characters, I feel like the storytelling in this game and the characters are excellent. Like I was saying with Sword and Shield, it was just a bunch of nonsense, like it had to do with some kid, Beatty or Bade, whatever the hell his name is, looking for wishing stars. Have you found my wishing stars? It's where I come to think.
Did someone say Cooking Mama Cooking Star?
No, we said wishing stars. But I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are some genuine moments in this game that have some storytelling that, actually is impactful. Something that is not afraid to be more on the serious side. Something that actually can have an emotional impact, which is good. That's what you want from good storytelling.
Who's Swordward and Shieldbert?
I don't know.
Because GameCube guy says, remember Swordward and Shieldbert? I think he's talking about Sword and Shield, but that's a joke?
Yeah, Arven's a great character, and I think what was going on there was actually... I mean, if you played the game, you know, but still, I think that was probably the highlight, and that's when I realized that they actually went a pretty good direction with the story, and like I said, the mechanics are good. The problem really has to do with how much good there is, because with Sword and Shield, they're stupid games that were a lost cause. But I feel like with Scarlet and Violet, and this is what I was surprised about, it's not like Sword and Shield where it's just some Pokemon game. It's not like it's another Pokemon game. They actually went in a direction that's ambitious, but the problem is, it's unfinished. Look at this. I don't know if you're seeing this, but if there's lag and stuff, it's not part of the stream. This is what the game runs like. The backgrounds...
I don't know.
Everything about it is unoptimized.
Oh god, I see the lag. I don't know, man. I've never been a Pokemon guy, so I've never really seen the appeal of the games, but this doesn't make me want to try it all the better, because like, if I get into the series, what do I really have to look forward to? This?
Yeah. So... It all just comes down to the performance and stuff, and I feel like the more I play of the game, the more glaring it's going to be. We're already seeing that the performance issues here are nearly unbearable, and at this point I kind of am thinking of stopping playing, but I realize that if I'm going to review it, I probably got to beat the game.
Yeah.
If there are any other questions...
go ahead.
If there are any questions in the chat, feel free to let me know. I'm just running around the overworld, and the game can't keep up.
It's kind of it's kind of embarrassing that a game made specifically for the Switch can't run that well. I mean, yes, the Switch can't run a lot of games well, but this is just a whole nother level.
It's the worst running Switch game that I've ever played. It's the worst running Nintendo game.
We have two questions here. Do you think DLC will be added to this game, and what do you think the price will be? And that was from K-Pal Boom, who gives you $5.
Oh wow! Thank you, K-Pal Boom.
And then the next one is from J Plays, who asks, "Are you married?"
Am I married? Well, considering that I am eagerly awaiting the Switch Sports Golf update, probably not. No, I'm not married. I'm pretty sure that you would have known by now if I was actually married. Wouldn't that be a part of
Will I ever get married? Maybe someday.
No, I'm not married. But maybe someday I will be. Remember? I don't like the Nintendo Switch, but maybe someday I will.
Yeah. J-Play says, I knew it. Alright, Gator27 has been asking this question. Remember, guys, try not to spam the same question over and over. We'll get to it. He says, Demeech, what do you think of Five Nights at Freddy's?
I actually have not played it, but let me see. The question that was highlighted, of course you bring up the J-Plays question, and that distracts me. But Kapow Boom said, do you think DLC will be added, and do you think what will the price be? I feel like DLC is probably planned, but as to whether or not they're willing to add it, it all just comes down to a matter of, what the reception is. Because, I gotta be real, adding DLC to... What's so funny?
Duke the Flying Fish says, Demeech, are you gonna marry a Krabby Patty?
Probably.
That's such a stupid episode.
Yeah,
Oh, baby.
Yeah, another thing I found out, my Skeledridge is a girl. And I found out that with the starters, there's a low probability of that. And I wasn't trying either, so that is pretty cool. Jay plays...
Let me see.
I didn't mean to start this. I didn't mean to start the Krabby Patty thing.
Harry Mation Production asks, and this actually, you've played some of it, so maybe you can give some of your opinions. Hey, Demeech, what do you think of Sonic Frontiers?
I haven't played much of it, considering that I'm mostly playing this, but it's good. I liked what I played, but I need to play more.
Yep.
Alright.
You was playing, I remember you were telling me about the tutorial, and you're like, if the rest of the game is like this, then this sucks.
What is that?
I think I told you.
What is that Tauros right there?
What happened?
What is that Tauros right there? There's a red one. What is it doing? I don't know. Let's see.
He's barking. Petey's... Oh, that's Petey! Holy cow, it's Petey! He's in the game!
He is.
I'm in the game, everyone! I got my big break! I'm off this channel! Woohoo!
You only made $2 an hour anyway. We're a Nintendo channel, remember?
He left.
Oh, it is rare? How rare? Are we talking shiny rare, or we're talking just kind of hard to find? Because I was gonna catch it regardless. Here, I'm gonna use a Master Ball to catch it.
I'm hanging on to the
I thought I would be able to catch
side.
it with the net ball. What's my opinion on possums? I think they're cute. They're interesting because they look like giant rats, but they're actually marsupials. Let's see. You know it'd be funny? Catching this in a heel ball. I think it'd be funny to see something that... or tough looking get out of that ball. Oh, we were so close, too.
Oh, this is a good question. Nick asks, anyways, what's your contenders for Game of the Year?
That's a good question. I know it's not a very conventional answer, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land's great. Oh, there we go! We got it in the heel ball! Alright, what should we name it, guys?
Wait, I think we lost connection. Oh, never mind. It was just me.
Thanksgiving was great. What should we name this Taros, the fire kind?
I don't know. What do you think we should name it?
How about...
How about... Hmm, Libby.
It's a guy.
Oh. Whoops. Let me think. How about Hugh? After Hugh Neutron.
Okay, there's Bean, Toast. Alright, I'm gonna need you to read that one question. Hey, is Mario Strikers Battle League your favorite? Actually, you know what? I actually got a pretty good name for it. It's stupid, but we'll go with it.
Which one?
Gives you wings.
Oh. Red Bull.
Alright, let's see. Demeech, they didn't put Shuckle and Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, the thing is, it's good that there's a credits, but that's another case where I wish they would just finish the damn game. As much as I love Pac-Man World Repack, I don't understand why they didn't have the music on par when it initially released.
I think for me, Game of the Year has to go to Pac-Man World, not because it's like the most AAA game out there, but just because it's the game I had the most fun with this year. And I know Kirby came out this year and stuff, but I don't know. There was just something really cool that Pac-Man was coming back as a platformer, even though it's a remake.
I don't want to deal with this Pokemon. So, yeah, I agree. But I would say, for Game of the Year contender, that's a difficult question. It's kind of hard to choose between Forgotten Land and Mario and Rabbids. If I played Elden Ring or other games, it'd probably be those.
Moist Critical's in this game? Is that a joke, or is he actually in it? Because I know Ed Sheeran has a song in this game.
Well, it looks like him. I'm looking at these pig Pokemon. Is there a difference between these Lechonk evolutions? Because there's a red one, and then there's a pink one.
I have no idea.
It doesn't indicate whether or not something...
Oh! Sarah Logan's in the chat. Moist Critical. Moist Critical is also known as Penguins. The guy that we watch. The guy with the long hair that you really like with the plumber video. You just joined in. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, are any of these shiny? Because I don't think they are. I wish it would just tell you when something was a shiny by indicating with sparkles, but it doesn't. Oh, it's a gender difference. Okay. Yeah, it's so weird because this game has some Pokemon that are different colors, but aren't shinies. And as much as I want to roam the open world and stuff and try to find new Pokemon, I'm always worried that I'll pass by a shiny. There was a time in Soul Silver where I encountered a shiny Delibird, and what happened with that is all my Pokemon were over-leveled, and I don't think I had the right Pokeballs, and Delibird has a low catch rate. So, that Delibird used Recoil, and I did not catch it. That was 9 years ago, but I still remember it. But, I don't know, man, it's just the performance issues in this game. There's a lot that's good, but it just ruins it. But how are you feeling about it? Considering that we play retro games and stuff, how do you feel about the performance being this poor? Do you think you'd be able to enjoy something like this, or you just couldn't? Because you have to forgive a lot.
Well, I played Frontiers on my PS4 before I got my PS5 recently, and I think it was one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had. Like, genuinely. And I remember I told you my score for the game was like a lot lower. But once I got the PS5 version, it was smooth sailing from there. But the frame rate went under 30. The popping was like even more atrocious there. It lagged. My PlayStation 4 like nearly blew up trying to run the game. And that was just one game. So hearing that this game has similar performance issues and maybe even worse so, yeah, it would be hard for me to like maybe enjoy the game past the technical issues. I mean, it's one thing about how a game looks, but like if the frame rate isn't consistent and that affects your gameplay, I think that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
Either have it at like a consistent 30 frames, like a solid 30 frames, or at this point we should be aiming for 60 frames. I mean, we're in 2022 and there's still games that run at 30 frames per second.
I feel like in this case, this game probably runs at 20 frames average. It's bad.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, if you think about it, most Switch games dip down to a little less than 30 frames per second. They're just better optimized to deal with it. I mean, should that be the standard nowadays? No, and that's already a different conversation for another day, because, like...
And dear God...
I don't know.
Are you seeing the pop-in?
Let me see.
No, I'll show you. What I'm running
Frontiers pop-in is just as bad, I think.
This bad where the grass is literally loading? Look at this. How did this get the seal of approval?
What do you think? They want money. And, like, the sales clearly show.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No one's really bringing this up, but I feel like, yeah, you could pull something like this. You could definitely release a game in this... Look at the freaking windmill. I know it seems like I'm grasping for straws at this point, but... I mean...
No, it really takes you out of the immersion. I mean, games are supposed to, like, bring you to another world, you know? There's pop-in and, like... Not every game, but pop-in exists, but there's ways to work around pop-in, like there's fading in techniques, using lower poly models when you see a model in the background. And as you get closer up to that object, it gets more and more of a higher resolution.
I want you to look at this. I'm running into the windmill, and as you run towards it, it starts speeding up, but you gotta get, like, really close to it for it to... It doesn't even... Yeah, you gotta get this close to where you can barely see it. But look at this. I can't believe it. You go in the background, you look, and... How is this acceptable?
I don't know, but MarioFan235 asks, what do you think the ideal 2D Mario game should be like? We were actually talking about this a couple of weeks ago. And Nick actually responds, the ideal 2D Mario would look like Wario Land Shake It and be creative and ambitious like the 3D games. And honestly, I think Nick kind of said it for me.
I would agree with that as well. I feel like with 2D Mario, you know, as long as they're creative and introduce ideas that are new and innovative and fresh, and maybe have Mario have a more versatile moveset and stuff, then I feel like, you know, that'll be better or for 2D Mario going about. But I think at this rate, there's not much for me to talk about because we're already seeing just how bad the frame rate is. So we're going to play another game. Should we play new Pokemon Snap? Should we play...
Well, we should... Sorry, go ahead.
You know what? We should probably play Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Oh no, can we play another post-Thanksgiving game that's better? I don't want your Switch to overheat.
Well, it's barely working. Okay, see, VS Laser, I'd like to say that if you don't want, or if you can't look at the game, or you're saying something along the lines of, I just don't look at the game, that's probably an indicator that there's a problem. Don't you think?
I agree. The Shuckiest asks me, have you played Undertale? Surprisingly, I have not yet. I've been meaning to get to Undertale and Deltarune for the longest. I have like a big list of games that I need to get, and I just don't have the cash right now. I just got the games that I really want to get, but eventually I'll get Undertale, and eventually I'll see what all the hype is about. But I'm very excited to try it out.
Yeah, it seems like it's a good game.
Actually, Jay Plays has a good point. I don't know if you have Balan Wonderworld, but that would be a hilarious game to play.
I don't have Balan Wonderworld, but I think that would be fun.
That would be fun. We should play Repack as a post-Thanksgiving stream.
What the hell? What just
Oh,
happened?
what
the
happened?
What the hell? When
Why
I
did
was
you just die?
No, it just like locked me into one place, and then it.
Wow. Yeah, this is pretty bad.
It's not even funny like Switch Sports. It's just whoever decided, hey, let's release 2 open world games in 1 year, and didn't think
Wow.
about how bad of an idea that was. Screw them. They're an idiot.
The real Tamatoa says, "Can you please play Cooking Mama?"
I think we have to. Alright, I'm sorry,
Dang.
Pokemon, but
Nick says, "I wanted to say Repack, but you beat me."
alright,
Maybe we
so
can play both.
chat, should we play Repack first or Cooking Mama? Oh, WarioWare's a really good idea.
That just makes me want to have a new Wario Land.
Alright, I'm gonna change the name and the thumbnail. But I will keep the
Plays-
description the same.
It says play Zoop on NES, SNES. What the heck is Zoop?
Sounds like
Is this the next Jelly Boy?
It sounds like Tulip on the PS2.
Zoop, SNES. I'm gonna look this up. What the heck is this?
A lot seem to want WarioWare.
I'm gonna see what this game is. Let me see.
Alright.
What in the world is... What is this? Oh. Oh, this is... This is kind of cool. Never mind, this is a cool game. Never mind. I stand corrected. I thought it was going to be another disaster like Jelly Boy.
To be fair, Jelly Boy is a game. It's kind of funny. Okay, dodging IRS on NES.
Oh, is it bad? I don't know. I just saw a little bit of gameplay.
If I had family party games 30 for the Wii U, I would.
Zoop is poop.
Alright. Do you know Croc on PS1? I do. Isn't it also on N64?
Is it who on N64?
It's Croc, the 3D platformer.
Oh, Croc is another franchise I want to try out. What the hell? Jack Attack Gaming says, Demeech, imagine you had a family.
I don't.
If 10 people say Kablooey, the legend says Kablooey HD Switch $60 HD port will be released in the next direct.
No, would it be a farming simulator?
Kablooey!
No, you shouldn't get Cooking Mama. It's not a good game.
Did you tell them the story of the Cooking Mama fiasco with me?
I'll tell that story, now that you mentioned it. So, I was joking with T&D saying that I'm gonna play Cooking Mama Cookstar. And we were on the phone and I just said, alright, I'll call you back, I'm playing Cooking Mama. Or I left a message or something. And then, an hour or so later, I get a phone call and he says, dude, you gotta stop playing Cooking Mama. Because he thought that the game would overheat my Switch and use it to mine for cryptocurrency. Because there was talk about the game doing that. But what actually happened is it turns out the developers or publishers of the game didn't have the rights to release it. Hey, it's Tricky Nick!
Hey, look, it's Tricky Nick!
Invalid!
Invalid, Tricky Nick! I'm not gonna invalidate you, Tricky Nick or Demeech.
If you're Tricky Nick or Demeech, Mario Strikers Battle League is going to be well worth the purchase.
Oh, man. Kablooey farming sim mode. All seeds will be added in free updates. Imagine Mario Odyssey 2 had a moment halfway in Mario and Cappy buy a farm and you have to play an anime JRPG farm sim for 300 hours.
Nick2751, it's not Tricky Nick and Demeech. It's Tricky Nick or Demeech.
Demeech. And
I actually don't have part-time UFO.
Man, this just makes me want, like... I just want any Wario Land game to come on the Switch. Please. Please. I actually think the Wario Land games are better than some of the more recent 2D Mario games.
Yeah, you have to choose between if you're Tricky Nick or Demeech. Mario Strikers Battle League is going to be well worth the purchase. Yeah, Mario and Rabbids will come after Scarlet and Violet, but for now I gotta focus on my final class in school. So, I apologize if videos will be kind of sparse within the next few weeks, but I gotta finish school.
I'm taking care of my final classes as well, so this is the final stretch for us.
Yep. That could be us. You could have Wario give you spaghetti. Also, wait, Petey was in Pokemon, and now he's in Wario.
Yeah, Petey gets around.
He does get around. Does Petey actually play good
There
games?
I am!
That's a dog.
Petey has a dog?
Yeah, he sleeps next to the dog and cat. You should sleep next to a dog or a cat.
Well, actually, Petey has a pet chihuahua named Chi-Chi.
Oh, hey! Look at that! WarioWare has a better windmill than Pokemon.
Wow, I didn't know Petey used his tongue to stretch.
Come on. Dr. Krygor needs to hydrate this dog. Okay, considering how intense WarioWare can get...
Does Tracy look like Ronald McDonald here?
You know that was the point, right?
Really?
Yeah, developer interviews said they wanted to do something that was more recognizable for Western audiences, so they changed Jimmy T's design to be Ronald McDonald-esque.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, come on. Alright. What is my favorite... Oh, Nintega is here, I think.
Petey and Chi-Chi. Yep, Chi-Chi is his pet chihuahua. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. VS Laser says, Petey uses tongue. Hey, yo? There's our Ronald McDonald reference. That's right.
Which one flies through the sky? The boat?
I got the information from a crypto news website. Can't believe they reference Nintendo Badge Arcade in this game. They reference a lot of stuff in this game.
Thanks for reading the questions, by the way, because it'd be hard to do, looking at the questions and playing WarioWare.
Lapidot asks, will you ever review the 3DS Kirby games?
Probably, but what is there to say other than they're incredible? What does prune mean, TND?
Prune?
Yeah, because it says... I know what it means in the sense of WarioWare, because I played WarioWare DIY and there was a mini game or micro game that said prune, but I've never heard that used other than the fruit.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never used it in that regard. You know what hurts me more? Wario's charge attack returns in this game, and it just makes me want a new Wario Land more.
I mean, I want a new Wario Land, but I love having a new WarioWare. It's a really good game. You should check it out. Alright.
Yeah, I'll probably get it for, like, Christmas.
Yeah, this would be a game to ask Santa Claus for.
Ramen Bomber Deluxe says, Petey is literally stoned off his rocket 24/7, and whenever he just barges into a sports game, he dominates, refuses to elaborate, and then leaves.
What was that?
He's said, Petey is literally stoned off his rocket 24/7. Whenever he just barges into a sports game, he dominates, refuses to elaborate, and then leaves. And then Jack Attack says, Demeech, do you live in Utah and have 8 wives? What?
If that's the case, I gotta go to Utah right away. We're talking about, yeah. They say 2 is better than 1. But I don't even know where, if 2 is better than 1, then what is 8?
Oh my god.
How did we go from a bird to Mr. Meatball to 8 wives, Krabby Patties?
I don't know if you remember the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are doing the conga in the kitchen, and they just keep saying, Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty.
I don't remember that.
It was stupid. It was in like the later seasons. Oh, Grenade Man 1 says, what is your favorite WarioWare game?
I would probably say WarioWare Gold. I was thinking of other games like Twisted and Smooth Moves. I would say, if I were to rank this game, it would be my 4th favorite WarioWare game. My favorite is Gold, followed by Smooth Moves and Twisted, and then this one.
I don't know what episode it's from, Nick. I just know that right after they do like the little conga dance, Squidward gets so mad that like you see kind of like him go up like a thermometer, like red going up his whole like body, and him blowing up. It has to be like a season 6 episode.
Of course, it would be season 6. That does sound like a season 6 episode. You want to hear about another really weird episode of a TV show or a cartoon?
What?
We mentioned this in a stream. I don't know if you were here or whatnot, but there was one stream where I was talking about this episode of Fairly Odd Parents. It's not what you think. It's worse.
Jack Attack says, Demeech, have you gone to Ohio? There's literal poop. And also TND, your SpongeBob was spot on. Thank you.
Okay, so this episode of Fairly Odd Parents, it starts off with Vicky there's some weird demolition derby that Vicky's at, and she almost gets run over, and Timmy understands that, oh my gosh, Vicky's going to get killed. I wish Vicky would be okay. Or he saves Vicky's life. And Vicky, after that, becomes nice and makes bagel pizzas or bagel bites for him. And he eventually can't take it anymore, so then he wishes, oh my gosh, I think he wished that Vicky would get hit by the bus or something like that. That show just got weirder every season. There was also an episode where Timmy turned emo and tried to destroy the world.
What?
You don't remember that? It was actually called Finding Emo.
I remember the first episode when the dog showed up. One of the worst episodes I've seen in that show.
Oh, you're talking about that episode with your mom? Is this going to be the new Family Guy episode? Like the one Peter goes to America? The Vermont one. Finding Emo. Yeah, that's what the episode's actually called.
Let me see if I can find this SpongeBob clip. SpongeBob and Patrick doing the conga.
See, I think this is where we need Soshi, but I think he's doing his own stream. What was that SpongeBob episode? I found season 9 to be kind of good.
Apparently they do the conga again in a recent episode. Why?
Why, out of all things that have... Oh, I don't know what to do there. I don't know what to do now. He said
I don't know what to do now.
Oh, Family Guy. That's an old... We do not bring up Vermont. Here, this is better than New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. Oh man, Wario got burned. WarioWare DIY, of course I remember WarioWare DIY.
If you guys could find the episode... Oh! Duke the Flying Fish sends $1 Canadian.
What's so funny?
Because I said Canadian.
No! You see the profile picture?
The profile picture. he might as well be a second-hand Canadian.
No, it was. Thank you for the donation, but the profile picture. We're gonna make you a mod. We're gonna make you a
It was handsome. It was handsome Squidward Jack Attack.
It was actually that one.
Yeah, let me see if I could send it to you. The two faces of Squidward. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's where Patrick was singing. Squidward had a Krabby Patty, Krabby.
No.
Do you remember that?
I do remember it. Should we?
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
You know what? I think we're just gonna. I think we're just gonna do something. We're gonna do something a little bit different for this stream. All right.
Oh no, are we actually gonna watch the episode?
I hope that no, Viacom will probably take us down.
Oh my god. I said, are we actually watching the video?
We're gonna probably try to watch some SpongeBob, but we gotta think of a way for it to go past the Viacom thing. I think I have an idea.
Squidward had a Krabby Patty whose buns were white as snow. Viacom will shoot us. Let's see how fast they'll go.
All
Here, I'm
right.
gonna send you the clip.
I'll reiterate what I said in the thread. Alright, it's called The Two Faces of Squid... Oh, yep. Found it. We don't need to watch the clip. I got the DVD, so we're gonna watch the whole episode.
Oh my god.
But we gotta find a way around the censors.
Thank you, Duke the Flying Fish. Thank you very much.
Alright. I need to find where I left my Wii to HDMI adapter. There it is. Also, when it comes to profile picture, broke NFT profile picture. Woke, go Diego go profile picture.
It'd be funny if someone has a joke who was still doing NFTs, use Diego as their profile picture.
You think Diego would actually be a good profile or NFT?
Maybe, Preen has a good idea. Mess with the audio a little bit. Or just record your TV.
Alright, I think that the Wii is going to show up, so we should be good. There we go. I think it's going to be crunched a little bit, but I think that's fine. It's going to be extra crunchy! Here, is it showing up? If not, I'm going to try and restart it. That is weird.
This is actually a really funny episode.
It's a good episode, yeah.
Oh! Packfessor is here.
Good to see you, Packfessor. We're watching some SpongeBob, or at least trying to. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna deactivate... There we go! Hey, we're gonna watch some SpongeBob! But we need to find a way around it. So I think a good idea is probably gonna be something along the line of this.
What the heck, a Wii?
Yeah, you know I can play DVDs?
It could?
You have to use Homebrew for it. But, let's see. We're gonna need to add an image. So, we're gonna have to use... Let's see. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think this one will be good.
Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty.
Here, we'll add a few images so we can kind of see what's going on.
Ah, yes. Who else but this guy?
Alright, let's see. We're gonna add another one. Alright, what should we add? Do I have any NFTs? I don't think so.
Jplay says rest in peace stream.
Maybe if we or just edit this one a little bit and change the transparency.
Yeah, we could do that.
I could probably do that. We're in OBS right now, so I gotta change the properties by doing a filter. Alright, opacity. Let's see. Blending? I think, yeah, that would be it. So that way, it'll cover up SpongeBob just enough to where Viacom won't get mad at us. I thought that would work. I guess it didn't. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, I don't think that's working. So we're gonna need to find a way around this.
Diego found a bluebird. Can you say bluebird?
There we go. Maybe this should work. Can you say bluebird? Look at that!
Twitter! That's better.
Yeah, but then we got old King Cody. I don't think we need him anymore.
But all we need now is to just plop down on our couches and put on our leather jackets that are way too tight for us.
There's a GameCube disc. I hear my cat meowing. I don't know if she's meowing at my door or Otho's. Let's see. You need to learn to share. Oh, no! Dude, I'll be right back. Please read the questions. What my cat likes to do is she jumps on the cabinet, and I need to take her down.
Oh, okay. Take your time. I'll just be reading questions here. Good luck, Demeech, and some guy who clearly doesn't like Nintendo. Thank you. Actually, that's what I'm calling Twitter users now. Twidiots. I like the name. Elon Musk uses Twitter. He also owns it. Let's see if there's any other questions I missed. Please, I mentioned the episode and I'm a Yoshi. Please put Yoshi. I got a question. Do either of you play ARMS, and if so, who is your favorite character? And tell me why it's Min Min. It's been a while since I played ARMS. I did like it a lot. I just felt like it was lacking in content.
You actually played ARMS?
Well, you're gonna laugh at me for saying this, but I played the demo. Yeah. I did like playing as Min Min, but I have to be honest, I'm a basic dude. I played as Springman most of the time. I do really like the designs of the characters. I think they're really fun, and I think ARMS has a lot of potential. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. I'd be really excited for like an ARMS sequel.
Alright, let's see. Everything should be working fine. I don't want an
I was joking
update.
about the Min Min bit, by the way. Yeah, I figured, dude.
I don't need an update. Did it freeze? No, it didn't.
No, it didn't freeze.
It's called The Two Faces of Squidward?
Oh no, it's happening. It's actually happening.
It's so interesting because this DVD box set really doesn't have much consistency when it comes to the presentation. Oh man, there are some really bad episodes here.
Let's watch the one we were going to set out to watch first.
If this isn't a clever way to get around YouTube, I don't know what is, but I think we're going to go just a bit further with it. I'm going to lower the transparency.
Here we go.
Is this where they're doing the conga?
Not yet. You'll see. It's gonna happen soon.
I think we're just gonna have to do this. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Did our stream get taken down? Okay, good. It's still
No,
up.
it didn't. This is actually a funny episode, I think.
Yeah, it's a great episode. Should we watch it? You know what? I got an idea, and I think you know how predictable it is.
What? Wait, no, not to love a patty.
Oh, yes, to love a patty.
Alright, let's watch it then. We watched the scene we came for.
Where did I leave my remote? I think after this we're gonna head out because, for one, I'm going insane, and two, I gotta finish up my school stuff. See, this is why you guys go to school, because if you don't go to school, you're watching SpongeBob episodes and trying to get past Viacom by using Diego and Twitter for the background. Alright. Man, you know what? This is gonna be great. We're gonna watch To Love a Patty now. Oh, baby, they may call me a fool, but I can't help our gravitational pull.
I can't wait to see this.
You're more than welcome to sing along to the To Love a Patty song.
Alright. Lapadot says, why can't we watch something good?
What, this isn't good?
That wouldn't be fun.
Alright, I think just to spice things up, we're gonna change the picture here with something else. And by something...
Well, I mean, if we're bypassing Viacom doing this, maybe we should do this more often.
I mean, yeah, I think this is fun. Watch parties with Demeech. Okay, let's see.
When I stuff you with cotton candy, it reminds me you're so sweet. Ay, baby.
Let's see.
Nick says, so this is what I decided to spend my Friday night doing.
Is it? I don't think it's showing up. Oh, it's too big. That's why.
Great times.
Actually, you know what? I don't think this one's working. So it was just some.
I think it's too big.
Yeah, I had Petey, but.
My man has the voice of a biblically accurate angel. Oh no, not Petey! Hey everybody, it's me, Petey!
Let's see. I think we got some good ones. Alright.
Preen says just keep that there. They like the Petey one.
We got another
About
one.
to end the stream. You should not add any picture to see what happens.
I know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen?
They're gonna take down the stream.
Yeah, that's happened before. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's not... Or will that be enough? I don't know. Probably not. So we're gonna have to probably add... I will say the PD Vaporwave thing looks pretty good.
I'm Petey. Hey, I'm on the WMC.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Rooty toot toot and booty doo doo. Wait, You don't have the transparent thing on.
I think it is transparent.
No, I don't see it on.
We're gonna have to change the blending mode to see what kind we should do. It needs to be, like, it has to be subtle where you guys can see it, but also it has to obscure the view enough to where you can't really have Viacom.
Oh, wait. That PD thing is the thing. Oh, never mind.
Could this work? I don't know.
I guess we'll see. The first 100 episodes.
I think that this one probably won't work, so we're gonna have to use another one.
Why don't we just use the one we had before?
Well, I wanted to do something kind of different. Maybe this will work? Yeah, I'll try that.
Let's see. That might work.
Party rock anthem. To love a baddie. Let's see.
I wonder if you watch SpongeBob through the Game Boy Advance, would YouTube recognize it?
Actually,
LOL.
I
And
can.
That's Anton Retro.
I can tell you that I was watching, or what was it? Jimmy Neutron on the Game Boy Advance, and I filmed it.
The Gift of Gum is a terrible episode, too.
Well, at least we got friend or foe. Best Day Ever was stupid, too. Here, for the meantime, let's see. Oh, there's the 3-for-1. We got Waiting, we got Rise and Shine.
Oh, no. We're waiting. We're waiting.
The only thing that was good about that episode is the Cream of Wheat commercial to come out of it, and the Cream of Wheat was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if there's a weird SpongeBob Dates a Krabby Patty episode. SpongeBob Dates a Krabby Patty.
Wait, Fungus Among Us.
There we go. Alright.
The best day ever. The Gift of Gum. Oh no, it's here.
Look,
Oh,
we're talking
no.
about dating Krabby Patties, but we do not want to deal with find your love. Yeah, I'll find my love with my 8 wives in Utah. Thank you very much.
Here we go. Well, at least this isn't the stupidest part of the episode.
We're not even a minute in. Well, at least it's not the stupidest part of the episode.
What the? Oh, okay. Thanks, Jack Attack. Here we go! I can't believe somebody okayed this episode. Wait. So stupid. Jack Attack says it's literally my son's fanfic. What?
I wouldn't pirates Pokemon Scarlet and Violet if I could. I think the biggest accomplishment was finding a way to get around Viacom.
Yeah, we did a good job. So we say right now.
Alright,
Oh God, here we go.
What was so funny?
Just the fact that the Krabby Patty was like cooking something. Oh
I wonder if that
God.
was referencing my sandwich as a fried boot.
Oh my God, here we go. Oh yeah, he ignores Patrick. So stupid. Imagine someone had to draw eyelashes on a burger for their job. You abandoned me for a sandwich.
This episode's bad, but it's anything but boring. Oh no!
Here we go. Oh God, here we go.
Diego has a comment.
Baby.
A
They
gravitational
call me a
pull.
fool.
When I step
I
you with
can't
cotton candy, it reminds me that you're so sweet.
So sweet.
When we go riding, it's dandy.
Baby.
When I'm with you, our love is stronger than glue. Whoa.
Duke the Flying Fish says, just to reiterate what I said, this episode isn't dumb. It's just stupid. Can we get to the clan parts?
Oh no. Okay, if it was a reference to grilled... Oh man, this is hard to watch after watching Rockabye Five-Off. Yeah, Soshi, you just made it!
Did I make it?
This is the part where he's gonna say the best part about it.
I never,
Alright,
ever
try not to...
leave you
No,
beside
try not to laugh at the
again.
part where they're on the rowboat. I want you to listen to it.
Okay, let me see.
I wonder if that was intentional. Do you think it was?
I have no idea.
From your pickle syrup. How can there be waterfalls underwater? How could a sponge date a sandwich? But that's a question that you have?
Oh, baby.
Oh, Patty, when you're with me, we're gonna go to the movies, and then we're gonna go to the Krusty Krab. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're starting to look really fresh.
Even it starts to stink. Patty, are you feeling okay?
Reminds me of my ex.
Oh my God. Jesus. You know what else we gotta watch? We gotta watch the episode where Patrick is Patricia.
I don't know, that one is too much. That one,
Patrick and Mr. Krabs are like trying to hit on him the whole time.
they should just make an episode where it's just...
Wait, there was a deleted scene where SpongeBob was next to the Patty in his underwear?
Yeah, Patty. You're gonna get to see... You're gonna get to see my karate gear.
Holy cow. How about an episode where Patrick becomes a born-again Christian?
Hey, SpongeBob, I just found out that with my diagnosis of insane stupidity, I need to find the Lord.
Patrick, I just saw the Lord. Did you see it in the background when I fell off the waterfall?
Them running away from the sandwich is hilarious.
This
Please
box,
watch Splinter. It's my all-time favorite episode.
this box set doesn't have the Splinter. It's only seasons 1 to 5.
Oh, you know, now that we know how to avoid copyright claim, you know what episode we have to watch. And it's not SpongeBob.
We're not watching Family Guy.
Come on!
I don't have the DVDs.
Oh, come on! That would be hilarious.
T&D, as much as I want to talk to you, this Krabby Patty in the seat, this reminds me of, the Karate gear. Oh, Patty's starting to stink.
No Free Rides is an interesting episode to choose as your favorite. Interesting episode. Or isn't that the one where Mrs. Puff and SpongeBob's parents meet? This is better than a Pokemon stream. Oh god! That's disgusting!
What? Oh! I'm a little behind on the stream. Oh god.
Patty, even though
You know,
you leave...
I'm sure this is actually a disorder in real life.
Yeah, it is.
SpongeBob in real life would be on My Strange Addictions.
It's called paraphilia. Being attracted to something that's inanimate. Again? Why did we need another close-up? Alright, have a good night, Diego. It's late here, too.
Canadian Canada boy.
Why did they have 3 freaking close-ups with not even the span of 2 minutes?
Who made this episode? Who wrote it?
They actually have the credits at the beginning. We should have watched that.
TSTVS, do you think SpongeBob would be any different if it aired on Cartoon Network? Maybe.
TND, this
Norma
part's for
says
you.
The burger from Ohio. What happened?
This part's for you.
So she says we're already making an already bad episode worse. This is better than a Pokemon stream. Can I have a doggy bag with that?
Alright, I think that there's only one way to end things off. We're gonna... As much as I'd love to watch another episode, we should play some Mario Strikers. I'm not talking about Battle League either. I'm talking about I actually have the GameCube one set up. So we could probably play that. Oh, sometimes SpongeBob's got a good feeling.
If you guys want to see more reactions like this, let us know. You know what we should do since Christmas time is coming? You know what we gotta react to?
The Legend of Frosty.
Yes, The Legend of Frosty.
We should probably react to the Peter Pan guide too.
Oh my god, there's so many possibilities we could do now. I got a feeling that Squidward took my patty. Frosty and Hanna-Barbera Pac-Man are still the same.
They are. They are indeed. Alright, let's see. Also, I had something incredibly important to say. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet aren't unfinished. They're just unfinished.
They're just incomplete! I'm Petey. I like to... Well, that's just
Well,
how the
when I
cookie
was a little
crumbles.
egg, my mother said I was incomplete, but I came out a beautiful, beautiful parrot.
Well, Jay plays, what kind of questions are you asking? Reacting to Cody would be fun, but he's a potty mouth. How did they blank up the new Pokemon game so bad? Because, I mean, let's think about it. What has happened with Nintendo this past year? Let's be honest. They released a $60 tech demo. They couldn't finish golf until 7 months after Switch Sports release. Are you really surprised? All Nintendo cares about now is just profit, no matter how poor quality the products are. That's interesting because I actually talked to Soshi about an Easter special thing for Pac-Man. Like as a joke, but they don't do Easter specials because of religious reasons, although they do Christmas. So I don't see why they couldn't do Easter, like something with the Easter Bunny and whatnot. I mean, what else? Easter Bunny, Santa Claus. T&D, are you
What
here?
happened?
We're talking about why there isn't an Easter special.
For who?
SpongeBob or Pac-Man.
Well, I just found out today there was a Thanksgiving special for Pac-Man.
Alright.
Yeah, happy Paxgiving. Unfortunately, I can't see the full episode because, well, all the episodes are on Amazon Prime.
Isn't Game Freak, or isn't the Pokemon Company Game Freak, Nintendo, and Creatures? If someone could give me a source where they could clarify how it works, I'd love to know. Because I'm definitely going to bring that up because I know I discussed it earlier, but if I ever said Game Freak was lazy in the past, after playing Scarlet and Violet, I actually don't think that anymore. I think that the problem's Nintendo, or whoever's pushing them.
It's on Internet Archive. Let me see.
Why is this only running in 30 frames per second?
I mean, it's a GameCube game.
No, it runs at 60 frames. I've been playing it in widescreen, so that's maybe why.
Oh yeah, here it is.
I actually haven't played in the stadium.
Look at the shade of grass. It's green.
I heard that Petey always summons himself into sports games.
Well, here I am, king of all the sports.
Who would have thought that? It's what I like to call a bad sports day.
You know, it'd be funny to see Petey review that Mario All-Stars sports game on the 3DS.
I think Mario Sports Mix would be more of a fun game for Petey to play because it's...
Oh, there's Square Enix. It's like JRPG farming simulator. And sports.
If you guys have modded your Wii to use Wiimfi, we could play some online Wii games. That'd actually be cool. Also,
The Pac-Man cartoon is probably on YouTube. Let me see. Oh, go ahead.
thoughts on Wave 3? I actually think it looks great. They stepped up their game with the DLC. I was surprised about that. I think it's worth it for Merry Mountain alone.
Soshi, what's the most game-accurate episode of Pac-Man, the Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
Okay, to be honest with you, back in the 80s, how could you have a game-accurate Pac-Man episode? I understand with stuff like World and that, but...
Well, the one that doesn't feel like it, like, for example, what's it called? Something that references, like, let's say, Super Pac-Man, or the Miss Pac-Man arcade game. I don't know, something. Probably Super Ghosts, since it's based on Super Pac-Man. Super Ghosts. I've always wanted to see the Pac-Man Hanna-Barbera show, but
I was stuck with Super Show, Adventures of Mario 3, Adventures of Sonic, Sonic ZAM.
Bad news, Anton. There is no music. Other than menus, there's like none.
What would you do if babies were added to Mario Party?
If babies like Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. Well, I don't play much Mario Party, but I guess that'd be cool if there are other better characters.
Lalo says, "Good night, boys and girls. What are y'all doing in this lovely night?"
We've watched SpongeBob, talked about Pokemon, and now it ended up with Mario Strikers.
What do you guys think is the most underrated Pac-Man game? I think it's Super Pac-Man. I have a blast with that game. Demeech, what do you think?
What is the most underrated Pac-Man game? Pac-Man Party.
Really?
The
Didn't
teddy
you say
bears.
It was just kind of like a run-of-the-mill party game.
Oh, what the hell? Someone rang the doorbell. And Apollo's gonna start barking. Oh, no. Probably some Uber Eats thing, I don't know. Yeah, it's an Uber Eats thing.
Demeech, tomorrow can you make a watch party stream?
It depends, because tomorrow I have the school presentation to finish up, and I gotta finish that. School.
Pac-Land's a good one. Pac-and-Roll's a good one. Demeech and TNZ, what's the most overrated and underrated Mario Kart track?
I don't know if it's too soon to say, but most underrated? I don't know, because all the good tracks. Oh, Diamond City. If we're not counting the arcade games, though.
I think overrated... That's tough. Because there's a lot of favorites. I have to think about that one. Underrated, I'd say TikTok Clock. I really love that stage.
God, I'm not doing so well.
Demeech, what do you think of Sonic Origins? Do you think it's a good or bad game collection?
Half-assed. Think I'll just restart.
Oh! Pac-Man Monsters was my thing back then. I loved that game. TSTV asks, what would you do for 50k subs?
That is a surprise. Alright, I think I'm gonna change characters. I had fun Thanksgiving, how about you?
Me?
Yeah, that is. It's the pizzas. Alright, the 8 version of TikTok Clock? I can't really think of underrated tracks in Mario Kart, because most of them...
We should do an Atari stream.
We should have an unfinished game stream.
Well, we just did in the beginning.
Yeah, but Battle League, Switch Sports, and Pokemon. This soccer field's green.
Yep.
Alright.
What the heck?
What?
I'll tell you afterwards. It's probably not best doing up during the stream.
Alright, if you can, read some of the questions, because I feel like after this we're about gonna wrap things up.
Alright, let's see. Robbie says, "Hi, I'm Daisy." Mine was simple but great. Would you cheat on your 8 lives for 1 million subs?
No. Billy Mitchell would,
So
though.
she asks, Demeech, could the next watch party stream be the Pac-Man cartoon? I think that's a good idea.
That'd be a good idea because I've actually never watched it.
I've only watched the only episode I've watched in full was the Christmas in Pac-Land episode, and I remember liking that. Jack Attack says, my dad grew up with Atari. I don't know how he's alive.
That's ancient.
That's ancient. Wait, where's the Billy Mitchell joke?
The cheating.
Oh. Christmas Comes to Pac-Land is a great episode. Sucks that media critics bash it to no end. Why is that? I mean, I haven't watched it in years, so I don't know.
Well, the Pac-Man cartoon,
What?
I heard it was just kind of goofy in general, but I don't know why critics would be so adamant about it.
I mean, it's Hanna-Barbera. Jay Play says, what happened between you and Sonic R?
He still plays it, but is more focused on Frontiers now.
They think power pellets are quote-unquote drugs.
Well, do you remember when we were...
That's kind of stupid to think.
Do you remember when we were reading the Legend of Frosty reviews? They said that Frosty was a degenerate who was designed to tell kids to disobey their parents or something like that?
Yeah. It's always something.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna leave here in a few minutes, though. So any last questions I can read here would be great. The Frosty reviews remind me of the Christmas Comes to Pac-Land reviews. What is wrong with critics? Nothing wrong with critics.
No, there's another
Okay.
Frosty special that comes to mind that got bad reviews. Have you heard of... I mean, have you probably seen it? Frosty Returns?
Yeah. To be honest, I grew up with Frosty Returns. I know it's not great, but, like, it has a bit of a charm to it.
I think the animation style is ugly, and the character design doesn't look like Rankin Bass.
Well, I think it was made by, who was it made by? Was it made by the same Charlie Brown people?
I don't think so.
No? I forgot who made it. I like Frosty's Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, that was good. I think there are
What
only...
Pac-Man episodes will be streamed? I think Christmas Comes to Pac-Land is a good contender.
Oh, come on.
Demeech, thoughts on Sponge Out of Water?
I thought it was a good movie. I think the first one was better, but I still think it was good. Although I wish the entire thing were 2D, because the CGI is just kind of useless.
He also says, watch the SpongeBob episode Face Freeze.
I remember that episode. It's not as bad as everyone thinks. It's always kind of weird when there's this one thing that happens to a character and it remains like that throughout the entire episode. Do you remember the episode Neptune's Fry Cook? Or Neptune's Spatula, I think it was called? And Patrick has his face on a butt throughout the entire thing?
I do.
Did you see my butt?
Alright. Oh, come on. Alright, I think after this we're gonna wrap things up. So... AI here is really good. Neptune's Spatula just isn't that good of an episode. Even then, I didn't really like it. Although I will say the worst pre-movie is SpongeBob's House Party. Yeah, looking back at Atlantis Scorpantus now, I do like it. I like it a little bit. It's not perfect, but nowhere near the worst.
I just like how SpongeBob's just really neurotic during his party. I know people think that he's acting out of character, but, like, I don't know. Like, maybe a little bit, but I feel like he would be the type to want to keep things on a schedule. But, with that said, if they were to make a new Pac-Man cartoon, who do you guys think should do it?
Yeah, good question. Well, anyways, guys, I think that about wraps things up. I'm T&D,
And I'm Demeech.
and keep calm and da-da on.